rehearsals and stuff. But we were talking before about Saved by the Bell.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
SMTV Live and all things like that. I used to be, I'd love to go on that. I remember that other one, the Fun House. Remember Fun House?
Oh God, I forgot all about Fun House.
I used to love that.
Oh God, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
now.
so I used to spend me mornings like watching Saturday Kids telly.
Yeah. No, I think that was the same with all of us, but you kind of get to know roughly how old people are by the Saturday. Because I was like that. I remember Saturday morning swap shop. I'm old, so with Noel Edmonds and that. So
yeah, and you know, old on it, bro.
Yeah, that's all. Right, moving on from there. Obviously, as I said, this is all brand new for me. So poetry is an art form that I don't really know a lot about. So if you want to talk us through it, you know, how did you get it? I know it's the boring questions initially, but how did you get into it? What, you know, obviously there's music, there's film, there's theatre. What took you down the poetry route?
Well, poetry's still new to me.
Yeah.
I've only been writing September 2016 I wrote my first poem. But I was an actor before that. Okay. So I was like always auditioning and relying on other people to give me work. So I went, I'm going to do my own play. Yeah. And in it, I wrote poetry to like talk to the audience. But I didn't realise it was poetry because like this was like dark, deep stuff. And I thought poetry was meant to be all like... And then at the end of it, someone was like, oh, well, I love the poetry. And I was like, oh, is it poetry? Yeah,
Scott was saying, you know, because a lot of people think, you know, well, as you were saying, like Shakespeare stuff, and then Roger McGough, and obviously, you know, people like that's poetry. So, you know, that's how people perceive it. But then you said you've written that as part of it. Was it like a one-person show, a one-woman show, or one, you know, was it an actual...
Do you know what? I'd done it, the whole lot of it, in a week.
Yeah.
I was in it, wrote it, directed it. But I liked that it happened that way, because then it wasn't static and boom, 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 because we didn't get that much rehearsal. Yeah. It was more natural, do you know what I mean?
Was it just you on your own actually performing it?
No, me and my mate.
Yeah.
That was a dark piece. By psychosis and that.
So when does that idea like pop into your head? And for you, what's your writing style? Is it pad by the bedside? If you wake up at 2 a.m, you ping out an idea, or you know, is it on a phone? Do you record it on a, you know? Is it just
all that
bit of everything? Yeah,
all that. Yeah, I've got like I'll wake up and I'll like write something on my hand or write it in the pad, or things will just come to me throughout the day. Yeah. But I've got to really be like in the mood. I don't like put pressure on myself to write every day. Yeah, of course. I've got to want to do it, and then when I do it, really doesn't take me that long at all.
The ideas literally flow down
just
paper and
out.
Are you like a one take kind of person?
Yeah, then? It's hardly ever do I edit. I'll only ever edit for like the rhythm of it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But the idea and the concept and everything just stays the same. So
you said you've been doing this for 18 months, so before that you were acting. Tell us a bit about that. Is that stage acting, film, TV, bit of everything with that as well? Or?
Well, I was at uni and I was a dancer and I had to do like a dual degree, so I went, might as well do acting because they go together, do you know what I mean? And I loved it. I just proper loved it. I was like just getting into character. It was just it was easy for me. Yeah. So I started off on stage, and then I started doing like student films, but stage and TV, two completely different disciplines. You know what I mean? So when I first started doing like the little films, I had to learn to like wind it in a little bit because I'm used to being all that big and all that.
Being Scouse, basically. I think that's why it works. When Anthony was saying it before about how I described your act, I said it's as Scouse as poet you could think of. But when I'm looking back watching it, it's like down in London they created grime and they had their way of expression. I think Scousers naturally have that, energy about them. We have that a bit of aggression in how we say things, and we've got a bit of attitude in how we say it. And I think that comes out in our accent as well.
Yeah,
and I think that's what you portray on the stage when I've seen the videos, and that's how I come across. I remember David Neville King sharing a video, and David's a good friend of ours. We've done a lot with David,
I
and
love him.
David bigged you up, and that's how we picked up and seen your post. And I remember watching it and showing my girlfriend and saying, "Listen to this girl," and that's when I reached out and thought, "Brilliant! I need to get this girl on our show." So, hence the reason why you're here today.
You know what? I'm made up to be here, honestly. Like, really.
So, my daughter's here, a young girl. For anyone watching at home, you said your story about how you got into it, and you've only recently been into poetry over the last couple of years. You've decided that's the angle that you were best suited to, even though you've been through other arts, dancing, acting, and what have you. What would you say to people at home who maybe won't have the confidence to go out and perform, whether that's sing, whether it's spoken word, whether it's poetry, whether it's acting or dancing? What would you say to somebody at home to say, look,
if they've got the passion and they really love what they're doing, then when you're doing what you do, it's not you in a sense, because you sort of like go out of yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've got to do what you love, no matter what it is, no matter what. If you love it, it'll happen, it'll come. Like it'll be provided for, things will, and that confidence, that'll just grow. I get nervous now. I go like seriously, and then I just have to ground myself and go, no, hold on, you're doing something that you love. Turn what you see as anxiety or nerves, turn that and just go, nah, do you know what it is? It's butterflies, it's excitement, it's what I'm doing, what I love.
Yeah. Is it a character? Is it a character you're playing when you read the poetry? Do you come out to yourself, or is it you? You know,
it's mad. It really is, because I'm aware of me, but you know, if I become too aware of me, then it puts me off. Whereas if I get into the person who I'm talking about, well then I mean
so it is an alter ego when you're reading your poetry and you're performing. But I like the sound of that, because again, a lot of people, myself included, when you hear people saying poetry, you're expecting seeing, you know, that person in front of a dais or something like that, you know, just reading the stuff, or sat on on a chair on the stage and they're just reading their work and that. So the way you're describing it's a whole different form of what people know as poetry. So it's more performance art as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. It sounds good.
So for the people at home then, we've built up the anticipation. Are we going to do one of your poems today?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah. Are we going to go for your Scouse Classic spin on one? Or are you going to go for an original?
Oh, wait till I tell you what happened. No, the way you said, just get something. Right. I was going, is this the right one? Got in the car before, right, and went, give me a sign, and I swear to you, what I'm going to do in a bit, came on. The very first song.
It was meant to be.
On. Oh my, I was going, no way.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll zoom in on our aunt's face now.
Oh no, don't zoom in on my
We're going to get 1CoolPoet all set up ready, and then we'll get the angle on Rebecca, and we'll let you hear exactly what we've been bigging up for the last 10 minutes.
Do you want one of mine or the Scouse?
You've built up the Scouse Classic one now. Let's hear the Scouse Classic one. Is that what you've heard on the radio? Is that what just come on in the car?
This is what just come up on the car, yeah.
Right, okay, you've built up the anticipation.
Have we got time for both?
Right, I'd say yeah.
Right then.
Hang on.
So you want this one first then?
So ladies and gentlemen at home,
you go get yourself ready, Rebecca, and then I'll have to talk to the people at home for a couple of minutes while you get yourself ready. As you said, it is a first for us. I think even all the times we did like the stuff on the radio, not the radio, down on the dock. Yeah, you know, the stuff we did down on the dock and the Pierhead as well. We never had a poet.
No, it was something we always tried to clamour for. We tried to get a bit of variety in the shows rather than just having your generic acoustic back and singer. But finally, we've got one here for us tonight.
Right, we're just gonna. Right, while John goes and gets Rebecca all set up and lined up for you.
Is it this one?
Yeah, again, if you missed earlier on, we were talking about. You said, well, we were talking earlier on. If you want to send in any suggestions on the two topics we were talking about, the first one, of course, was what exactly is Scouse privilege, and why have they been revoked? No, we were talking about that earlier on. Joe Anderson's revoked Esther McVeigh's Scouse privileges, so we were trying to wonder what our Scouse privileges are. So we were talking about that, and of course the other topic is Saturday mornings. Your blast from the past. What do you remember from Saturday mornings? Well, John's getting Rebecca ready now. Right, I'll leave you all to it. Enough of my face, enough of me chatting. Right, so time for a bit of culture, a bit of poetry. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll give you Rebecca Riley.
Read like this at all. Yeah. I pictured a rainbow and you held it in your hands. I had flashes, yeah, you saw the plan. I wandered out in the world for years, yeah, you just stayed in your room. I saw the crescent, yeah, you saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon. You were there in the turnstiles with the wind at your heels. You stretch for the stars and you know how it feels to reach too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon. I was grounded while you filled the skies. I was dumbfounded by truth, yet you cut through lies. I saw the rain-dirty valley, you saw Brigadoon. I saw the crescent, you saw the whole of the moon. I spoke about wings and you just flew. I wondered, I guessed and I tried and you just knew. I sighed, but you swooned. I saw the crescent, yet you saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon. With a torch in your pocket and the wind at your heels, you climbed up the ladder and you know how it feels to reach too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon. Yeah, the whole of the moon. Unicorns and cannonballs, palaces and piers, trumpets, towers, tenements, wide oceans full of tears, flags, rags, ferry boats, sketamars and scarves, every precious dream and vision underneath the stars. Yeah, you climbed up the ladder with the wind in your sails. You came like a comet, blazing your trail. Too high, too far, too soon. But you saw the whole of the moon.
Brilliant. Now, before we go, we want to finish on an original.
Okay.
So, this is Scouse Poetry 101. Ladies and gentlemen, this is 1CoolPoet. This is Rebecca Riley, live on ScouseCast.
Old me, trust me when I say I'm proud of you. But I'm glad that you're gone. 'Cause now I know where my strength comes from. Right now, you're going through it. And right now, I feel the benefit of your conflict. There's people and situations you misjudge. There's years you burn yourself by holding a grudge. Old me, you think too much, drink too much, do too many drugs. You feel so low that you want to get high. Life's paused, left on standby, stuck still, asking yourself why. Things happen. You burden yourself and they're standing there laughing and you take a hit. Think you can't get through it, but you do. Your life gets better than you could ever predict. Reach places you didn't know exist. Understand this. Carefully you give the key to your life to. Who you surround yourself with influences you. Learn to say hi and bye. Nothing lasts forever, as hard as you try. There's going to be people that don't love you for you. They are there to take from you, refuse to be used. You win, it's them who lose. Don't break your back for those who don't have yours. But remember, we all have our flaws. Old me, you start to see right through. Old me, you paddle your own canoe. Though you make mistakes, my mistakes, there's going to be times that your heart just breaks, but you keep the faith for as long as it takes. Old me, you're a warrior. But old me, you're a warrior, a victor, and all your demons, they don't beat you. You tell them your secrets, you tell them your life. The devil smiles and sharpens his knife, and the darkness will try to block out your light. But old me, you're much stronger than that, and you take off its head with a for that. You're the opposite of that. Contrast, no contest for that. You're set apart. William Wallace, Braveheart. Old me, you needed to grow. Oh me, you needed to know. Something inside of you needed to show. Their nameless faces, they needed to go. But you already know this though. All the bad will be weighed by good. Oh me, you blossom the way that you should. When the darkness tries to get the best of you, you don't let it stress you, you don't let it break you. It's there to test you, it's there to make you believe that is true. One day you'll sit and write a letter to you. There's going to be a time that you're kinder to yourself. There's going to be a time that you take a breath, take care of your health, have knowledge, no stress. Oh me, one day you'll wake up and say, shit, I did it. Old me, thank you.
House of Scouse. House of Scouse. House of Scouse Television.
House of Scouse Television.